Guys, in our yesterday's class, we started that is ore concentration method set. A few are also already completed, boys. Concentration, hand picking, which is next alage levitation, okay, will fly tables, like that.
Hydraulic.
And most important, electromagnetic separation, and that is froth flotation technique. Froth flotation technique. All those are completed yesterday, boys. A few also there. A few also there. So this is also very, very important, my dear. So next concentration method, note down, my dear. Start it. Next concentration method, ore concentration method, which is leaching it. Very, 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 very important. Leaching. What is this leaching, sir? Leaching. See here, particularly there is ore plus gang, boys. Ore plus gang. I want to remove this gang and purify that ore. To remove this gang, this entire powdered ore and this gang particles first added to this, a liquid is added in, which is called as reagent. This liquid here is called as leaching agent. So the technique is called as leaching. For that purpose, the used reagent is called as leaching agent. That leaching agent, particularly most of the cases, ore is dissolved in this leaching agent. It is liquid, boys. Some solution, some reagent is added. So how is that? So select that particular reagent. Ore particles are only in the dissolution, but not almost all gang particles. Gang is not soluble, but ore is soluble. Okay, so that means gang is in solid form, ore is in liquid form. Separate that ore, that is a solid and liquid, that is called as by filtration. Filtrate contains our ore particles, the solid residue contains gang particles, separate out. Now our ore is present in filtration, filtrate. Now treat that filtrate, so as to get that ore is precipitated. So either recrystallization process is applied, ore particles are gets precipitated, or recrystallized, that ore is coming out in the pure format. So my dear boys, here the used reagent to solve this ore particles is called as leaching agent. See here, it is a chemical method for concentration of ore. It is a chemical, leaching is a process, it is a chemical process to concentrate the ore. Here, ore is dissolved in a special reagent. That reagent may be acid or base or something else, any other, which is in liquid form, called as leaching agent. So mostly, not always, mostly gang particles are not dissolved in that. Okay, next, solution is filtered and filtrate. From filtrate, ore is precipitated and recrystallized. So this is the theory behind this leaching. What is leaching, boys? What is leaching? So separation of ore particles by dissolving it in a suitable solvent. So suitable a chemical solvent. That is called as leaching. That solvent, that reagent is called as leaching agent. Let us take an example. What is that? I am taking bauxite ore. That is for aluminum, boys. What is that? Al2O3 XH2O generally used, boys. It is bauxite. This bauxite mainly contains iron oxide Fe2O3 and SiO2 as gang particles. If only Fe2O3 is there, listen carefully. If bauxite contains only Fe2O3, that bauxite is called as red bauxite. What is red bauxite, boys?
Only
Fe2O3
bauxite contains
only
ferric oxide, Fe2O3 has impurities, has gang particles, only that. If only ore contains SiO2 only as an impurity, that is called as white bauxite. What is white bauxite? The impurity in bauxite is only SiO2, silica. If impurity is ferric oxide, Fe2O3, ferric oxide. If impurity is ferric oxide, that bauxite is called as red bauxite. If impurity is SiO2, that bauxite is called as white bauxite. Sometimes both may happen, both may available. So now I'm taking that bauxite. See here, Al2O3, impure form only because it contains both Fe2O3 and SiO2 as gang particles. This is a powdered ore. This powdered ore, first of all, dissolved in NaOH solution. NaOH solution. This NaOH solution here acts as leaching agent. Leaching agent. Mind it, it is number of times asked bit boys. In the extraction of aluminum, in particular purification of bauxite, the leaching agent used is NaOH. Either acid, base, or anything else may be used. Their base is used. NaOH in this case acts as leaching agent. See here, this Al2 ore particles reacts with this NaOH, dissolved in this NaOH because of formation of this NaAlO2, which is also taken as in complex form NaAlOH 4 times. It is called as sodium metaaluminate. So that sodium metaaluminate is a soluble end. But Fe2O3 not reacts with NaOH, which is insoluble end. So that is why it is in solid phase end. Fe2O3 is in solid phase. And SiO2 also reacts with NaOH because SiO2 is acid and NaOH is a base. That's why SiO2 also involved in the reaction and form Na2SiO3 sodium silicate. Okay. Now, in solution in that container, there is a precipitate, there is a filtrate. That filtrate contains NaAlO2 and also Na2SiO3. But precipitate is Fe2O3. That solid and liquid is separated with the help of filtration, boys. Filtration, apply filtration. So precipitate is discarded because that is Fe2O3 and that is impurity, no need here. Now filtrate contains both NaAlO2 and Na2SiO3. Sodium metaaluminate, sodium silicate, orthosilicate. Okay. Now this filtrate is treated with CO2 because that is NaOH solution. Al2O3 is amphotericate. Now this NaOH solution is basic in nature. The solution is basic in nature. That is why it should be neutralized. For neutralization, acid is required. So CO2, that is non-metal oxide. CO2 has acidic in nature. That is a CO2 sent into the filtrate to neutralize the solution, and that NaAlO2 reacts with that CO2, gives AlOH thrice, which is a precipitate out, aluminum hydroxide. But NaSiO3, it is not reacts with CO2, so that means it is in filtrate condition. So now, which is Na2SiO3 present in filtrate and AlOH thrice precipitate is in precipitate condition. Now once again, apply filtration condition. Apply filtration. Now precipitate is AlOH thrice, aluminum hydroxide. Filtrate has this one, filtrate discard it. Take the solids, the precipitate, heat it strongly up to 1200 degrees centigrade. That aluminum hydroxide now becomes Al2O3, which is now in pure format. Water is evaporated because at 1200 degrees centigrade, water is evaporated and pure Al2O3 is we get it. Pure Al2O3 is we will get. Okay. So this is the way Al2O3 pure form is collected, boys. Here the leaching agent is NaOH. Boys, this is sodium silicate. Sodium silicated.
Sir, వచ్చిన bauxite
See here. Boys, SiO2 acidic and impurity acidic and Fe2O3, that is metal oxide, basic, mostly amphotericate.
Basics, sir.
P6.
That means, so basic impurities, acidic flux. Acidic impurities, basic flux. Those are treatment agent, no doubt. Okay. Next, one more example. Example number 2 for leaching. Very, very, very important. In the extraction of silver or gold by cyanide process, mind it, cyanide process. By cyanide process, that is NaCN is used as leaching agent and O2 oxygen gas as oxidizing agent, oxidant. See here, what is the reaction? Extraction of gold and silver. I am taking gold first of all. When gold, impure ready, noble metal boys, impure gold. This one reacts with NaCN, aqueous condition H2O, and O2 gas is passed in. So for balancing purpose, it is 4 moles, it is 8 moles. So 2H2 bond. It is leaching. It is oxidizing agent. So that means this gold reacts with NaCN. Gold reacts with NaCN in the presence of that O2, finally gives NaAuCN twice. NaAuCN twice, 4 moles, which is a soluble boys. Soluble complex. Soluble complex plus 2 NaOH. 2 NaOH or 4. Already 4 NaOH and 4 that is soluble condition. Now this soluble complex filtrate, separate out. Now this is treated with, so more active than gold. Any metal which is more active than gold, most frequently the used one is zinc or aluminum. And in our textbook, zinc is used, boys. So zinc is used. Now that gets that gold is replaced with zinc end. That gives Na2 ZnCN 4 times complex. Along that, gold metal is separated. It is a pure form. Pure gold which is precipitate out. Pure form precipitate out, boys. Okay. So for that purpose, 2 moles zinc is used in 2 moles. 4 moles, 2 moles. It is 2 times. Yes, sufficient. So pure gold. Now in this process, what is that leaching agent for the extraction of gold?
NaCN.
NaCN. What is the action of this oxygen? So it is oxidized. Gold is oxidized with that oxygen, oxidizing agent. Okay. So here, gold is extracted from which of the following complexes? Number of times asked, boys. Gold is extracted from which of the following complexes? That is AuCN twice minus or NaAuCN twice. That is a complex. First of all, gold is converted into complex form. Then from that complex, gold is extracted. So with the help of more active metal than gold. Frequently used one is zinc end. Most frequently used one is zinc end. That zinc gives complex. And gold is separate out. That is a pure method. Similar reactions, boys. Similar reactions also with silver. That is 4 Ag. Au is now replaced with Agn plus 8 NaCN, which is a leaching agent, plus 2 H2O plus O2 gives 4 NaAgCN twice. Just gold is replaced with silver plus 4 NaOH. Now which is treated with 2 moles of zinc, that gives 2 Na2 ZnCN 4 times plus Ag is precipitate out. Agn 4 Au na? It is 4 Au, it is 4 Ag. 4 Ag is precipitate out. It is the extraction of silver. So these two here, cyanide is used for the extraction of silver or gold. That is this technique is called as a cyanide process. MacArthur Forest process. MacArthur Forest process, which is also called as cyanide process.
Sir, MacArthur?
Forest, Forrest. MacArthur Forest process, also called as or cyanide process. There, the leaching agent is NaCN, sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide, no problem. Sodium or potassium cyanide. So, MacArthur Forest process for the extraction of gold and silver and nickel with the help of NaCN. First of all, that converts into soluble complexes. Then, from those soluble complexes, our metals are extracted, separated with the help of best reducing agents. That is high, that is low SRP values, low SRP. Gold కంటే low SRP ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో ఆ మెటల్స్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. Most frequently zinc is used. Most frequently zinc is used.
సార్ వచ్చి బ్లాక్ కలర్ లో ఉంటుంది సార్.
లేదమ్మా బ్లాక్ కలర్ తర్వాత ప్రెసిపిటేషన్ యాజ్ యూజువల్ కరెక్టే నువ్వు చెప్పింది. తర్వాత ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం అండి, తర్వాత ప్యూరిఫై చేసుకుంటాం. ఇది ఇక్కడ కూడా గోల్డ్ వచ్చింది, ఆల్మోస్ట్ నాట్ కంప్లీట్లీ ప్యూర్ అండి. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ప్యూరిఫికేషన్ టెక్నిక్స్ అదే అది, ఆ తర్వాత అది అప్లై చేసుకుంటూ వస్తాం. ఓకేనా? బట్ మన క్రూడ్ మెటల్ అయితే వచ్చేస్తుంది, ఆల్మోస్ట్ క్రూడ్ ఓర్ బయటకు వస్తుంది. ఇది వన్ ఆఫ్ ద టెక్నిక్స్. ఏమైనా అర్థమైందిరా?
సార్ సాల్యుబుల్ అంటే వాటర్ సాల్యుబుల్ సార్?
అంటే అక్కడ లిక్విడ్ ఉంటుంది, ఆ లిక్విడ్ లో సాల్యుబుల్ అయిపోయి ఉంటుంది అంటే వాటర్ సాల్యుబుల్ అని.
ఓకే,
తీసుకున్న NaCN లో సాల్యుబుల్.
ఓకే సార్.
నెక్స్ట్ టెక్నిక్ లిక్వేషన్ అండి. ఇస్ దిస్ 5th or 6th బాయ్స్? థింక్ 6th అనుకుంటా. 6th మెథడ్ రా, దట్ ఇస్ ఓవర్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ టెక్నిక్స్. లిక్వేషన్. వాట్ ఇస్ దిస్ లిక్వేషన్?
ఎయిత్ సార్.
లీచింగ్ 7
సరే మీ ఇష్టం అండి. Liquation. What is this liquation? That means here ore particles plus gangue particles are there. Okay, these two are solids, boys. Solid and solid. Solid has melting points. This one also melting point. And both are different chemicals. That is, they have different melting points. Mind it. Here, ore has low melting point, gangue has high melting point. This is the condition. So that means liquation technique is the separation of ore, gangue from ore with the help of difference in their melting points. It is based on the difference in the melting point of ore and gangue particles. Ore and gangue particles. So that means based on the difference in their melting points. So here we are trying to separate gangue from ore. See here, boys, అర్థమైంది కదా? ఇక్కడ ore gangue particles are there. మన టార్గెట్ gangue ని సెపరేట్ చేయాలండి. So to separate that, here ore has low melting point, gangue has high melting point. So now the entire mixture is melted ending. Which one is first melted, boys? It is the entire mixture is heated. Ore is first melted. So ore first comes into liquid state, but gangue is in solid phase. Am I correct? Ore liquid state loki, gangue emo solid phase lo alage untundandi. Okay, this liquid ore is separated and purified. So for that purpose, arrangement, that is thermodynamic, that is metallurgical arrangement. Boys, wherever you want to heat a material, here is heated end. Furnaces are used. Okay, here a special type of furnace is constructed here. This is furnace, boys, that is with refractory materials. We know refractory materials very well. This is, boys, this is a slopy surface and here hopper is introduced. It is hopper. So powdered ore plus gang is added into the, this slope is not this much, too much any light, slight slopey nature. Ore is introduced on this surface, slopey surface. Here heated, so entire this surface is get heated, boys. So no doubt we know ore has low melting point and gang has high melting point. Ore is slowly melted and come back, and here ore is collected. Am I correct? ఏమో అక్కడ ఓరేనా మనకు వచ్చేది హీట్ చేస్తే
సార్ గ్యాంగ్ దానికి ఎత్తుక్కుంటారు సార్.
గ్యాంగ్ ఇక్కడే మిగిలిపోద్దిరా, ఎందుకంటే సాలిడ్ ఫేజ్ ఉంటుంది కదా ఇక్కడ, ఆ సాలిడ్ ఇక్కడే ఉంటుంది, లిక్విడ్ ఓర్ మాత్రం సెపరేట్. లిక్విడ్ ఓర్ సెపరేట్. ఏమైనా గ్యాసెస్ అలాంటివి రిలీజ్ అయితే ఆ గ్యాసెస్ ఇటు సైడ్ నుండి బయటకు వెళ్ళిపోతాయి, వేస్ట్ గ్యాసెస్. వేస్ట్ గ్యాసెస్ మా ఏదైనా ప్రాసెస్ లో వేస్ట్ గ్యాసెస్ వస్తే దాన్ని టెక్నికల్ గా ఫ్లూ గ్యాసెస్ అని చెప్తామండి. ఫ్లూ గ్యాసెస్ మీన్స్ వేస్ట్ గ్యాసెస్ ఇన్ ద ప్రాసెస్. టెక్నికల్లీ హియర్ వి కాల్ యాజ్ ఫ్లూ గ్యాసెస్. ఓకే, జనరల్ గా Sb2S3 stibnite purified by this method. Stibnite is purified by this method. Very, very, very important. Liquefaction. So liquefaction technique is based on difference in their melting points. Difference in their melting points. Okay, boys, these are all ore consolidation methods. Finally, any one of these methods are applicable for different cases. Finally, we will get pure ore form. Now we have pure ore form, either sulfide ore or oxide ore or something else, whatever it may be. Okay, pure ore we have. Now, it is the first step of extraction of metals. What are those three steps? First of all, consolidation of ore.
Concentration, extraction of crude metal,
Extraction of crude metal, refining of
purification or refining of metal.
First method is completed, boys. First method, by applying any one of these or our sequential methods, finally we will get pure ore. Is there any doubt up to now? Okay, now next technique. Before going to take next technique, there are some thermodynamic treatments are applied. For what purpose? Let us observe it. See here. Next subheading, boys. Preliminary treatment of the concentrated ore. Preliminary treatment of concentrated ore. What is this technique? What is this technique? See here, boys. Now we have concentrated ore. This ore may be oxide ore or sulfide ore or carbonate ore. Carbonate ore or hydrated oxide ore or something else. Okay, different types of ores are available and already we know. Most frequently, most of the cases, either oxide ore or sulfide ore or carbonate or hydrated oxide ore. Okay, but for example, see here, metal to sulfur combination, metal sulfide. Okay, if you remove this sulfur, we will get pure metal. This is what I am asking. How to get this pure metal? After removing sulfur, present in that ore. So finally, we will get pure metal end or impure metal end, crude metal end. Now, removal of sulfur is a difficult. Removal of sulfur is difficult from metal end. There is a strong affinity, boys. But if sulfur is converted into respect to oxide, if this sulfide ore, this is sulfide ore. This is sulfide ore. If sulfide ore is converted into respect to oxide ore by applying some techniques, oxide ore, it is easy to remove this oxygen by with the help of reducing agent. For the removal of sulfur, there is no such special reagent, boys. But for the removal of oxygen, the reducing agents are there. That is why whatever it may be the ore which is available in purification of ores, okay, that is finally converts into oxide ore, respect to oxide ore. After getting this oxide ore, removal of oxygen from metal is very, very easy with the help of reducing agents. That is why whatever it may be the ore, what type of ore is there, that should be converted into respective, mostly oxide ores. How to get that oxide ore? For that purpose, some treatments are applied. Some treatments are applied. So those treatments here we call it as preliminary treatment of the concentrated ore. అర్థమైందా? ఏం లేదురా, మనకు వచ్చిన ఓర్ ఏ మెథడ్ అయినా ఏ ఓర్ అయినా కానివ్వండి, అక్కడ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కార్బోనేట్ ఉందనుకోండి, M2CO3 అనుకుందాం. కార్బోనేట్ రిమూవ్ చేయడం అనేది డిఫికల్ట్ అండి. సల్ఫైడ్ ఓర్ ఉందనుకుందాం, సల్ఫర్ రిమూవ్ చేయడం డిఫికల్ట్ అండి. ఓకే, ఈ డిఫికల్టీని మనం ఈజీనెస్ చేయడం కోసం వీటిలో ఏదున్నా రెస్పెక్ట్ ఆక్సైడ్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తే ఆక్సిజన్ రిమూవ్ చేయడం అనేది ఈజీ అండి విత్ ది హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ రెడ్యూసింగ్ ఏజెంట్. కాబట్టి మన టెక్నిక్ ని ఈజీ చేయడం కోసం whatever it may be the ore, that should be converted into respect to oxide ore. That should be converted into respect to oxide ore. After that, from this, a reducing agent is applied, reduction techniques are applied. So metal and oxygen is removed, and so we will get impure metal. We will get impure metal. So to convert this any type of ore into oxide ore, some treatments are required. Those are called as preliminary treatments. So ekkada enduku em chestunnam ardham avutunda?
Yes, sir.
ఏమన్నా అర్థమైంది ఇప్పుడు దాకా నేను చెప్పింది?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ఓకే, నౌ వాట్ ఆర్ దోస్ ట్రీట్మెంట్స్? సో ఆ ట్రీట్మెంట్స్ ఏంటో చూద్దాం ఒకసారి. Among them, the first one and most important one, roasting. Roasting. What is roasting? Do you know roast?
Heating
sir.
in the
Roast, mutton
absence
roast
of
like that.
oxygen.
In the absence
Okay.
of oxygen.
Heating in the presence of
The
oxygen.
absence of
See here, see here, see here. I'm writing.
In presence of oxygen.
Heating of ore in the presence of oxygen below its melting point. It is important. Why it is below its melting point? If above melting point, the material is going to be melted in. No need of melting it. Below melting point, always that it should be in solid phase. That solid phase ore is heated with oxygen. That treatment, heating of ore in the presence of oxygen below its melting point, is called as roasting. Is called as roasting. Generally, this roasting generally is applicable for
Sulfide
it is for sulfide ores. Most frequently, sulfide ores are must treated with this roasting condition. Generally, roasting technique is applied for sulfide ores. Sulfide ores. It is very, very, very important. Now, what happened? Mind it, boys. Here below the melting point, presence of oxygen, heating of ore. Heating of ore in the presence of oxygen below its melting point. Most frequently applied for sulfide ores. Roasting is most frequently applied for sulfide ores. Depending on products formed during the process, depending on products formed roasting is 4 types. Roasting is 4 types. One is oxidizing roasting. Oxidizing roasting. Second one, sulfatizing roasting. Sulfatizing roasting, sulfate. Sulfatizing roasting. Third one is chlorinating roasting. Chlori-di, chloridizing roasting. And blast roasting. Blast roasting. Among these 3 are very, very important. Oxidizing roasting, sulfatizing roasting, chloridizing roasting, and lastly, blast roasting. Okay, let us observe one by one. Let us observe. First of all, oxidizing roasting. In oxidizing roasting, oxide is protected. In sulfatizing roasting, sulfate is the protected. In chlorinating roasting, chloride is the protectant. Blast roasting, that is different, and we will explain. Wait. Okay.
సార్ ఇంకా రాస్తున్నాం సార్.
What do you require?
Sulfatizing and chloridizing.
Chloridizing roasting, chloride is the product.
Second one.
Chloride is the product. Okay.
Second. Sulfatizing.
Second one, sulfatizing roasting, sulfate, SO4 2 minus. Sulfate is the product.
Okay.
And
sir.
last, blast roasting. See here, first of all, oxidizing roasting. See here, boys, I'm taking a sulfide ore, ZnS. It is heated strongly in the presence of oxygen. There, ZnS converts to ZnO plus SO2. Balance it. Okay. So PbS plus O2 gives PbO plus SO2. Let ZnS, PbS, Cu2s, cuprite, that is copper glands, plus O2 gives Cu2O plus SO2. Boys, observe here. Wherever sulfur is there, that reacts with oxygen, converts into SO2. Okay. All sulfur converts into SO2. If carbon is there, with oxygen, converts into CO2. If carbon compounds are there, converts into CO2. For example, metals are there with oxygen, that gives respect to oxides, As2O3. Respect to oxide is the productant. For example, if phosphorus is there with oxygen, that gives P4O6 or P4O10 are the production. P4O6 or P4O10. See here, boys, sulfur, carbon, these are non-metals. Non-metals. These are non-metal oxides. Non-metal oxides. These non-metal oxides which are available, which are formed in the solution, should be gases. And compulsory gases. And non-metal oxides formed in the process must be gases. Boys, phosphorus is also non-metal ending. This is also gas ending. Arsenic almost metal ending. So it is a solid form. So mind it, non-metal oxides are gases and metal oxides are solids. Please keep in mind, non-metal oxides are gases and metal oxides are solids. Okay. So gases means volatile. Volatile gases, easy to evaporate. Volatile gases. Please keep in mind. See here, boys, whatever it may be sulfide ore which is converted into respect to oxide ore. Here also sulfide oxide. Sulfide oxide. Here oxides are the products. That's why this roasting is called as oxidizing roasting. This roasting is called as oxidizing roasting. Okay. Next, if that means here complete oxidation takes place. If partial oxidation takes place, here complete oxidation takes place. Here complete oxidation takes place, my dear. If partial oxidation takes place, okay. Second one. Sulfatizing roasting. Here, partial oxidation of sulfide ore. Here, partial oxidation of sulfide ore. During partial oxidation of sulfide ore, sulfates are produced. Here, sulfate is the produced. See here, what is that? For example, ZnS sulfide ore, oxygen not completely oxidized. Now it is converted into ZnSO4. ZnSO4 and okay. That means entire total material is not oxidized. A partial oxidation takes place. Here sulfate is the product. That's why this type of roasting is called as sulfatizing roasting. Then it is converted into once again respect to oxide voice. Simultaneous treatment should be there. For example, PBS is there, which is reacts with oxygen. That gives PbSO4 is the productant. PbSO4 is the product. Okay. CuS, copper sulfide with oxygen combination. CuSO4 is the productant. This formed CuSO4 when treated with iron, that gives FeSO4 plus copper end. That is displacement reaction takes place. Okay. Like that, metals should be collected, boys. So here sulfates are the products. That is why these are called as sulfatizing roasting. Here partial oxidation takes place. Partial oxidation takes place. Very, very, very important. This may also happening in the roasting process. Okay. Next.
So partial
Third category. Partial and a complete oxidize kaapodam material. Material complete oxidize kaapodani partial oxidation antara. Aa process lo idu vastundi. Next one, chlorinating roasting. See, chloridizing roasting. That means here chloride should be the productant. Chloride, for example, Ag2S is there and it is heated in the presence of NaCl boys unexpectedly. That gives AgCl as the productant. AgCl plus Na2S. So here our metal is in with chlorine. It is also heating condition boys in the presence of oxygen. But chloride is formed in. So that means silver is silver with sulfur content with chloride more affinity. Kabatti respect to chloride is formed. That's why this is called as chloridizing roasting. Chloride should be the productant. Chloridizing roasting. Okay. Boys, in all these cases, our ore is heated. Sir, where the heating takes place? Where the heating takes place, the area is what? Furnaces. We have two types of furnaces. One is reverberatory furnace.
Blast furnace.
Second one is blast furnace. Reverberatory furnace, blast furnace. So some other electrical furnace, muffle furnace, different furnaces are there, but frequently used furnaces are these two, which are available in our syllabus. Reverberatory furnace, blast furnace. So All these roastings mostly available in blast furnace. Where if you want strong heating, for strong heating, blast furnace is used. For slight heating, reverberatory furnace is used. Both are required in our metallurgy. Slight heating is required and strong heating is required. That is why wherever strong heating is required, blast furnace is applied. Wherever slight heating is sufficient, mild heating, that is reverberatory furnace. Okay, so please, that means this entire heating treatment, that means roasting process, carried out in blast furnace. I will explain the diagrammatically that blast furnace and reverberatory furnace later. Please wait. Okay, so that means roasting is carried out in. Tell me, boys. Roasting
Blast furnace.
is
Blast
carried
furnace.
out. Yes, in mostly, not always, mostly in blast furnace. Blast furnace. One more there is, that is blast roasting end. What is this blast roasting? Boys, here over to this blast of air. Air contain oxygen. Blast of air, hot air. Blast of hot air is passed through that ore. Blast means fast moving air. So that blast of hot air, that oxygen is there, that ore is oxidized to respect to oxide ore. Or that is oxide ore is formed. Okay, here blast of hot air is used. That type of roasting is called as blast roasting end. That means direct heating is not applied, boys. Already hot heated air is applied. That is called as blast edge. Okay, most frequent ga
Steam lana sir.
steam ante malli water vapor ki velipoddu. Steam kaadu. Just like hot air is passed. Very hot air with high velocity. Very hot air with high velocity, that is called as
With more speed.
blast of hot air. Okay na? దాని పాసెస్ ఆ ఎయిర్ లో ఆక్సిజన్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఆ ఆక్సిజన్ తో యువర్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతాయి. సో రోస్టింగ్ లోకి ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో జనరల్ గా ఇది ఎవరికి అంటే గలేనా. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫార్ములా ఫర్ గలేనా బాయ్స్?
PBS, sir.
పీబీఎస్. దీనికి ట్రీట్మెంట్ వాడుతూ ఉంటాం. బ్లాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్, హాట్ ఎయిర్ యూజ్ చేయట్లేదు. ఓకేనా, పీబీఎస్ ఆ ట్రీట్మెంట్ వాడుతూ ఉంటారు. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ రోస్టింగ్. Tell me, boys, what are the products obtained in roasting?
Oxidizing sulfate chloride.
Oxide,
sulfide,
sulfide,
chloride,
oxide,
Chloride.
sulfate, not sulfide, not sulfide,
Chloride.
sulfate, chloride are measured products basis. Blast of air వాడినప్పుడు వచ్చిందని బ్లాస్ట్ రోస్టింగ్ అని చెప్పాడు. అంత మించి అక్కడ యూజ్ చేసిన టెక్నిక్ ఎవరికి యూజ్ చేస్తారంటే పీబీఎస్ కి ఎక్కువగా దాన్ని ప్యూరిఫై చేస్తారని వాడుతున్నాడు. ఇది రోస్టింగ్. ఈస్ దర్ ఎనీ డౌట్ ఇన్ రోస్టింగ్ బాయ్స్? రోస్టింగ్ ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయంటారా?
No, sir.
No. Okay, now second one, calcination. Calcination.
Heating in the absence of oxygen.
Yes, here is also heating in.
The
Heating
absence
of
of
wood.
oxygen.
But in the absence of oxygen. Previously, that is the presence of oxygen in roasting. Here, absence of oxygen below the melting point of ore. These are important points. Below the melting point of ore, heating of ore in the absence of oxygen. Absence of oxygen is called as calcination. Okay, so where this is generally used, it is mostly for carbonate ores, and hydrated oxide ore. hydrated oxide ores. So generally applied it. So if carbonate ores are there during calcination, CO2 gas is evolved, metal oxide is the product. CO2 gas is evolved and metal oxide is the product. If hydrated oxide is used, so water is evolved as vapor, water lost, and metal oxide is the product. That means, so here product is metal oxide. Product is metal oxide, either by the loss of CO2 or by the loss of water vapor. So let us take an example. Let us take an example. For example, CaCO3. What is the name of this compound?
Calcium
Lime-
carbonate.
Metallurgy. In metallurgy, tell me. CaCO3.
Limestone.
Limestone, sir.
Limestone. It is heated. That is CaO plus CO2. CO2 escaped and COO is formed. Respect to oxide is formed. Next, ZnCO3. What is the name? In metallurgy, what is the name?
Zincate.
Huh?
Calamine.
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 Yes, calamine. ZnO plus CO2. మీరు బై హార్ట్ చేయలేదురా అయితే ఆ ఓర్స్ అని బై హార్ట్ చేయండి 100% గ్యారంటీ. నెక్స్ట్ CaCO3 రా CaCO3 and MgCO3.
Magnesite.
Yes,
Magnesite.
which is heated. All these are carbonate ore or not? Which is MgO plus CO2 ra. Okay. Next, dolomite. CaCO3, MgCO3. It is heated strongly in the absence of oxygen. That gives a CaOs MgO plus
That's
2
right.
CO2. Okay. Next, like that end. Next, all these are carbonate ores. I'm taking Al2O3 XH2O. What is this, boys?
Bauxite.
Oxide ore, that too hydrated oxide ore. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Hydrated oxide ore, commonly taken as bauxite. Bauxite. It is heated strongly. That gives Al2O3 plus XH2O. Here water vapor is formed. Okay. All these are oxides. See here, boys. All these are corresponding oxides. So that means during calcination, respect to oxides are the products. So where calcination treatment is applied? For what type of ores calcination treatment is applied?
Carbonates and hydrated.
Okay. Carbonate ore.
Hydrated
Hydrated compound converted into anhydrous component. Hydrated compound converted into anhydrous compound. Am I correct? Next, carbonate converted into respect to oxides. Carbonate converted into respect to oxides. Hydrated ore converted into anhydrous. It is anhydrous ore. Hydrated oxide converts into anhydrous ore after evolving that water vapor. Okay. So this is calcination. These are most important heating techniques, boys. Presence of oxygen and absence of oxygen. And next and most important one, smelting process. Is there any doubt, boys, up to now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Next. Smelting. Very important. Smelting. Okay. What is this smelting? No doubt it is also heating technique. Okay. See, note down the point, boys. Note down the statement. The process of separation of molten metal or metal sulfide in molten stage. Metal sulfide from the impurities is called smelting. Is called smelting. Okay. So very, very important. Next point. Generally, in smelting, the ore is melted with flux and with reducing agent. Generally, in smelting, the ore is melted with flux and reducing agent. The mixture is called as charge. The mixture is called as charge. What is the charge? See here, boys. Charge is nothing but ore plus flux plus fuel or reducing agent. Okay. This entire mixture, is heated in a furnace. The mixture which is used, the mixture which is added into the furnace to heat is called as charge. Generally, the charge contains ore plus flux plus fuel. Boys, here ore is heated and the product may be molten metal, metal is in liquid state, or metal sulfide, which is in liquid state is possible. Metal in liquid state or metal sulfide is in liquid state. Now this ore is heated with the flux and reducing agent. No doubt it is a chemical process. It is a thermochemical process. Thermo means heated process. Chemical means by adding some chemicals. So smelting is nothing but a thermochemical process, and there metal is heated with flux and reducing agent. With the flux and reducing agent. Okay. So during this process, so that gang plus flux combination gives slag, just like our previous concepts. Because ore is impure. It is impure ore, boys. Impure ore contains impurities. Those gang particles react with that flux and gives slag formation. That slag is removed. Now, most frequently, extraction of iron, mainly depending on this technique. The major step in the extraction of iron is smelting technique. There the charge is our ore plus flux plus that material. So let us take an example. Boys, do you know smelting?
Yes, sir.
Do you know smelting, boys? What is
Yes,
smelting? Is this heating or not?
Yes, sir. Heating of
By
heating
adding
only,
some
sir.
chemicals. By adding some chemicals, it is heated. But in previous cases, only presence of oxygen or absence of oxygen. But here, heating in the presence of, with the help
By adding
of
chemicals.
yes, foreign material is also used as flux and reducing agent. That technique is called as smelting. And there is a slight difference between roasting, calcination, that is calcination, and smelting it. It is electrochemical, that is thermochemical process. Example,
సార్ ఈ ఓర్ దగ్గర ఎమ్ కింద ఏం లెక్క సార్
liquid, molten metal. Should be liquid in state. Here also liquid state. L means liquid in condition. Product must be molten metal or molten metal sulfide. In roasting, molten metal or molten metal sulfide or mixture of sulfides may be formed. Mixture of sulfides may be formed.
Sir, furnace, reverberatory furnace, sir.
So blast furnaces. Most frequent because it is strong heating. Strong heating. Iron metal and I'm explaining with an example. See here. Example. Smelting example. In the extraction of iron, mostly iron and in the extraction of iron, okay, the charge is see here boys, what is charge? Ore is there, that is hematite ore. Hematite, tell me the formula.
Fe2O3.
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 Fe2O3. It is ore. Next, hematite, this one plus
CaCO3.
flux. Flux, what is that flux? Limestone and
CaCO3.
CaCO3. Flux, this is flux is added. So this coke candy, which is a fuel and a reducing agent, acts as fuel and reducing agent. This is the charge used in the extraction of iron in blast furnace. And the treatment is called as smelting. What happened inside the blast furnace? What are the reactions which are involved in the reactions? See here, boys. First of all, the CaCO3. CaCO3 gives CaO plus CO2.
CO2.
Next, that formed CaO reacts with SiO2, which is present inside the hematite.
CaSiO3.
This is a slag, that is a gang.
Impurity.
Impurity, that gives CaSiO3. Next, that 6CaO plus P4O10, which is also a gang particle, is present in iron ore. Iron ore, that gives Ca3PO4 twice.
twice.
These are slagged. This is also slagged. 2 moles, huh? Okay. Slag is formed. Next, Sera, that is reducing agent, reacts with oxygen, gives first of all CO2. That CO2 once again reacts with carbon, gives carbon monoxide. This is the reducing agent here used. Now Fe2O3, which is ore ending, reacts with that carbon monoxide, gives Fe plus 3CO2. Our metal in molten state is available. Molten metal. Molten metal. This is the way molten metal. Boys, what are the products in smelting process? What are the products in smelting process?
Iron and carbon dioxide.
Metal in liquid state. Molten metal. Molten metal we will get here. Molten iron is collected. Molten iron is collected. So blast furnace, molten iron is collected. Okay. So what is another type of product form?
Slag.
CO2.
No. Either metal or metal sulfide may be the product. Am I correct?
Molten sulfide.
Molten metal sulfide. Here molten metal is formed in this case. But in case of copper extraction from copper plants, that is copper pyrites, metal copper sulfide is the product. See here.
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
Okay. Example 2. In the extraction of copper, ore is CuFeS2. Ore is CuFeS2. That is, what is the name of this compound?
Copper pyrite.
Tell me the name of copper pyrites.
Copper pyrite.
Yes, copper pyrites. Copper pyrites. In the extraction of copper, ore is copper pyrites. Next, flux is SiO2. Flux is SiO2, frequently used one. Now, what are the reactions takes place here? See here, SiO2 reacts with FeO. It is gangue in pyrites. That gives FeSiO3. It is slag. Slag. Next, 2CuFeS2. Ore. This is treated with oxygen, presence of oxygen. That gives Cu2S plus 2FeS plus SO2 plus SO2. That FeS once again reacts with oxygen. That gives FeO plus SO2. That formed FeO once again reacts with SiO2, gives FeSiO3 slag end. Finally, we have Cu2S. Metal sulfide is the product. Metal sulfide is the product, boys. So in the extraction of copper, metal sulfide is copper sulfide is the product in smelting technique. But in the extraction of iron, direct metal is the product end. So though these two are impure end, no doubt. Impure metal side. So these are some heating techniques, boys. So that is roasting, calcination, and smelting. These are heating techniques before going to extract crude metal. Intermediate stages. Okay.
Sir, ఇక్కడ fuel ఏంటి sir?
Here fuel is oxygen. Fuel oxygen. So up to now, whatever it may be the ore, what type of ore is there, all those ores finally at this point in the form of respective oxide format. We have oxide ores up to now. Okay. Now I want to convert this oxide form into respective metal. This is our next technique. Okay. So up to now, boys, ore is in the form of respective oxides. I want to convert respective metal oxide into metal. So now our second step. What is that second step?
Extraction of crude metal.
Metal.
Converting oxide into metal.
Extraction of
Reducing agent actually.
crude metal. It is the next step. First step
Third
completed.
step.
No. First step is crude metal crude metal to
Concentration of
Concentration,
impure
sir.
ore to impure metal to impure ore to pure ore. Concentration of ore. After that, before second step, some heating techniques are applied. That is roasting and calcination. That is smelting. Finally, all these are comes under first step. Finally.
Okay.
Now second step. What is that? Extraction of crude metal. Now our ore is in the form of respective oxide. Am I correct? Mostly, not always. Mostly in oxide. Our metal is in oxide. Now we have metal oxide. From this metal oxide, I want to collect metal and it is a crude metal. I want to convert crude metal. It is metal oxide. How to get this metal oxide? How to convert this metal oxide into crude metal? Tell me, boys. After losing oxygen or after gaining oxygen?
Adding
By
reducing.
heating.
losing of oxygen.
Losing oxygen. Now that losing is oxygen is nothing but reduction. Nothing but metal is in plus form. By taking electrons, converts into respective metal. It is N electrons. Okay. So this is our reduction reaction. So after taking reduction, we will get crude metal. Now, what are the techniques for application of this reduction? What are the reducing agent are used, frequently used reducing agent? What are those? Okay, guys. What we have to go to? What we have to grab? ఏం చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాం? ఏం చేయాలి నేను? మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్ నా దగ్గర ఉంది. మెటల్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి. గ్యారంటీగా we must use reduction. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
We must use reduction. Now, types of reduction. Types of reduction. Okay, so different types of reductions are there for this, depending on nature of that metal and metal oxide. First one, thermal reduction, just by heating. Thermal reduction. Second one, chemical reduction. Reducing agents are applied. In that chemical reduction, if carbon is the reducing agent, carbon reduction. Next, there carbon is the reducing agent. If hydrogen is the reducing agent, hydrogen reduction. Next, high electron, that is alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. Or alkali metals are good reducing agent. Am I correct? Alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. Those are highly electropositive or highly electropositive or highly electronegative elements.
Electropositive
That
element.
is reduction with high electropositive metals, just like magnesium, like that. There, those are the reducing agents. Next, reduction with water gas. Water gas, what is that? H2 and CO1. Carbon monoxide and hydrogen, that mixture is called as water gas. That is chemical reduction, boys. So carbon may be reducing agents, hydrogen may be reducing agents, electropositive metals are reducing agents, water gas may be reducing agent, carbon monoxide may be reducing agent. Okay. Next, third one, auto reduction. Auto reduction or self reduction or air reduction. That means from air oxygen is applied any. So from air, no, not oxygen, something is there. Wait. So auto oxidation or self reduction or air reduction. That is one technique. Next, hydrometallurgical reduction. Hydrometallurgy, important, boys. Hydrometallurgy. Next, pyrometallurgy. Electrolytic reduction. That is electrolysis technique. Next, amalgamation. Amalgamation. These are different techniques so applied during the process of reduction, depending on the nature of chemical. During the nature of chemical. Okay. So now let us discuss one by one. First subheading, thermal reduction. First one.
Sir, last then, sir, sixth.
Amalgamation. Amalgam, mercury treatment. AMALGAMATION. Amalgamation. Amalgamation technique. First subheading, boys. Thermal reduction. Just I am giving explain. Just heating end. Thermal reduction. So heating, boys. Example, right? HGS. Okay. Presence of oxygen. Heating ending. gives HGO plus SO2. Ra. See here, boys, HGO, not Hg2O, because Hg2O is unstable. Ra. Hg2O, Ag2O, these are unstable, boys. That's why these oxides are not formed. HGO only is formed. Right? HGO is formed. That formed HGO on heating 2 moles gives 2Hg plus O2. 2Hg plus O2. This formed Hg is in vapor state. Collect these vapors. Collect vapors and condense. We will get metal. Okay. So condense. So liquid metal in applied. Liquid metal we will get it. Okay. Just by heating, metal is extracted. So metal is reduced by heating. Metal oxide reduced by heating, and that is why it is called as thermal reduction. Thermal reduction. Second one. Second one, chemical reduction. Chemical reduction. In this, the first one is carbon reduction. Carbon reduction. What is that? Zinc oxide, carbon, coke, is used as reducing agent, and that gives Zn plus carbon monoxide. Okay, boys, it is above 1000 degrees centigrade. Above 1000 degrees centigrade, that reaction takes place. So above 1000 degrees, coke is the reducing agent. Coke is the reducing agent. Just a minute. Just a minute. So at high temperature condition, this is considered as at high temperature. Next, at low temperature, carbon monoxide is the reducing agent. Low temperature case, carbon monoxide is the reducing agent. That gives Zn plus carbon dioxide. Boys, this point is very, very important. It is at high temperature, it is at low temperature. Special case that is. Okay. So it is, take it in box. And here carbon is not reducing agent, carbon monoxide is reducing agent. Note this point. Note this point. Okay. Second one. Guys, here carbon is the cheapest agent available. Carbon is the cheapest reducing agent available.
లేదు లేదు
Next, second one, hydrogen reduction. Hydrogen reduction. Here, reducing agent is H2, hydrogen gas. Okay, boys, H2 is a good reducing agent than carbon. It is the best reducing agent than carbon, but preparation of H2 is very cost. 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 Preparation of H2 is very and also transportation and storage is difficult, is dangerous. So that's why hydrogen is rare, very less percentage used. Even though hydrogen is the best reducing agent, its preparation is too costlier and their storage and transportation is dangerous. Because of this situation, hydrogen not frequently used, but sometimes used. Example, molybdenum oxide, MOO3, MO2O3 plus 3H2 gives 2MO plus 3H2. Tungsten oxide plus 3H2 gives W plus 3H2O. Next, IN2O3 plus 3H2 gives at high temperature 2In plus 3H2O. So very, very important. So here hydrogen is the reducing agent. So in place of hydrogen, if you use carbon as reducing agent, here metal carbides are the product side. Note this point. If carbon is reducing agent, here metal carbides are the products. That is why carbon is not used, and particularly hydrogen is used, even though it is costlier. Even though it is costlier, so hydrogen must be used for the extraction of these metal sets. Okay. See here, boys. Here, if hydrogen is used, metals are present. But in place of metals, if carbon is in here, hydrogen place carbon is replaced. So here, instead of metal, metal carbides are the products. Molybdenum carbides, indium carbides, respective carbides are the products. Okay.
Hydrogen
Next
burning percentage equal.
Yes, yes, yes. Next one. Reduction with more electropositive metals. Reduction with more electropositive metals.
Time.
More electropositive metals.
Time.
Please go. Please go. If you want. Okay. Reduction with more electropositive metal cell. What is that? See here. Either magnesium, calcium, or aluminum may be used as best reducing agents. Example, magnesium, calcium, aluminum. These are frequently used as reducing agents. Frequently used as reducing agents. What are those examples? See here. B2O3 with magnesium boys. That gives MgO plus beta. This B is 95 to 98% boron. What is the name of that compound, boys? Already we completed in 13th group elements. That is Moissan boron. 95 to 98% pure boron is available, which is Moissan boron. There, magnesium is the reducing agent. SiO2 plus 2Mg gives Si plus 2Mg. This is silicon used as a semiconductor in transistors. Very pure silicon is formed, boys. Titanium tetrachloride plus 2Ca gives titanium plus CaCl2. Titanium metal end. So here calcium is the reducing agent. Uranium, it is important, boys. U3OH with 8Ca gives 3U plus
8CO.
8CaO. Uranium is extracted, boys. Okay. So magnesium, calcium are reducing agent. Aluminum also used as reducing, boys. So let us explain. Wait.
No, sir, 1 minute.
Okay, okay. What do you want? U3O U3OH plus 8Ca gives 3U plus 8Ca1.
సార్ దాని ముందు రియాక్షన్ కూడా రాదు.
So titanium tetrachloride TiCl4 plus 2Ca gives Ti plus 2CaCl2. Titanium, uranium. Next, very, very, very important. If aluminum acts as reducing agent, then it is called aluminothermy process. Aluminothermy process or thermite welding. Thermite welding. There aluminum acts as reducing agent. If aluminum is used as reducing agent, which is called as aluminothermy process or Goldsmith aluminothermy process, whatever it may be. Goldsmith aluminothermy process or aluminothermy process, or which is also called as thermite welding agent. Here aluminum is the reducing agent. So for what purpose? So here iron metal is extracted, manganese is extracted, chromium is extracted with the help of aluminum. These oxides are used. These oxides when treated with aluminum gives respect to metal cell. Okay, let us take an example. Fe2O3. If aluminum is taken, that gives Al2O3 plus Fe. High temperature conditions are required. High temperature. There the formed metal should be in molten state. Boys, it is the purest iron. This purest iron is used to weld. That is rail sets. Railway tracks. Here track is cutted, boys. So here welding is applied. So this molten liquid is poured here. That is welded. So that is which is called as thermite welding. This is thermite process. That is what it is called as thermite welding. Okay. Next, similarly, Cr2O3 plus 2Al gives Al2O3 plus 2Cr. It is also in molten state. Next, Mn3O4 plus Al gives Mn plus Al2O3 and Mn plus Al2O3. Here also manganese in molten state. So among all these, this is very, very, very important, boys. Okay, very, very, very important. So iron extraction. In this process, a systematic arrangement. What is that? So a crucible is used, just like the shape is like this. Okay. So it is divided into two parts. So at the bottom, thermite mixture is used. Thermite mixture. What is thermite mixture? It is Fe2O3 plus aluminum. A ratio 3:1 ratio. Aluminum, there is Fe2O3 3 parts, aluminum 1 part. That mixture is called as thermite mixture. Here ignition mixture is taken in. Here this is ignition mixture, IgNiTiOL. Ignition mixture. What is this ignition mixture? Barium peroxide plus aluminum, BaO2 plus Al. So a crucible is taken, that is divided into two parts. So upper part is filled with ignition mixture and lower part filled with thermite mixture. And thermite mixture is Fe2O3 and aluminum in 3:1 ratio. It is 1:1 ratio almost, barium peroxide and aluminum. Okay. So in ignition mixture, magnesium ribbon is placed. Magnesium ribbon. This is lightning. So దీన్ని వెలిగించారా? So అది కాస్త ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిందండి. This is completely burned. that produces high amount of energy, high amount of heat energy. In the presence of that heat energy, this mixture is going to be involved in the reaction and produce iron rare. This is molten iron only. Molten iron. Take a tapping plug. So remove it wherever needed. Tiles are there. So at that point, that is welded in. Okay. So this is the way. Wherever you want. So on the spot, that is prepared in molten state. So for welding of rails end. So this is aluminothermy process, boys. Aluminothermy process. Here two mixtures, thermite mixture and ignition mixture. Thermite mixture is Fe2O3Al and 3:1 ratio. Ignition mixture, barium peroxide and aluminum. Barium peroxide, BaO2 plus Al. Okay, so it is a reaction with more electropositive metals. And
సార్
last,
రేషియో ఎంత సార్ అది?
ఏదమ్మా barium peroxide,
సార్ BaO2 ప్లస్ Al.
almost 1:1 and not exactly, it is 1:1 mixture. But it should be 3:1. Fe2O3 3 parts, aluminum 1 part. Okay. Next, water gas reduction. Particularly nickel oxide, very important. Nickel oxide is reduced with carbon monoxide and H2. This is water gas any. So CO plus H2. This gives nickel plus carbon dioxide plus H2O. Nickel, carbon dioxide plus H2O. Okay, it is 2 moles. 2 moles.
A liquid metal as well.
Not always liquid, and it is not exactly. Maybe not, because high temperature is not applied here, boys. That's why may not be liquid. Okay, particularly nickel oxide is reduced with water gas. Nickel oxide reduced with water gas. These are chemical reductions, boys. Chemical reducing agents are used here. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss some more reduction process. Right now I am stopping here. Okay, boys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.